Hi, I'm Debbie Hartner.
I'm Elsie Johnson.
And we are two sisters, Southern Cooking.
Hummingbird cake. I tasted this cake like 3 years ago at a church function that I went to, a homecoming, where we had food after church, and it was amazing. It's such a good cake. I've wanted to make it for 3 years, and I finally got around to bringing it up to everybody how well I think they'll like it. And for the last 2 weeks, that's all I've heard out of Morris and Roger. When are you going to make that hummingbird cake? So we mentioned it earlier when you first got here today, and our local deputy Bobby happened to be there, and we told him we were making a hummingbird cake. And he's so funny. He's such a funny character. He's like, I don't want no bird cake that's going to fly away. and then I was like, no, it's got pineapple and bananas in it. And he's like, oh, pineapples, I love pineapples. So I'll probably save him a piece to give him. Yeah. Because I know he would love it.
And this is going to have a cream cheese icing that goes in between the layers and on top of the cake too. So.
Yeah, so we're going to start out. We've already got our dry ingredients mixed together. You did that a minute ago.
So I already whisked the flour, allspice, cinnamon, salt, baking powder, and what else was it? That was it. Because we have our sugar and our brown sugar there. So
okay, so we got that. We're going to put in our sugars, and she's going to whisk those together.
Now we're not doing this on the mixer because we need to keep this as tender as possible. Sometimes when you're using the mixer, you can overbeat your batter, and it'll
make it tough.
It'll make it a little tough.
This will make it where it's just mixed together, barely mixed together, and it'll be light and fluffy.
It's like that.
Okay, then you do your eggs.
All right.
And oil. And then mix that together.
So we're always going to put our vanilla in last too.
And then the very last thing will be the pineapple and the bananas. The bananas are just chopped, they're not mushed. So you're going to get a little bit of bite of a banana whenever you're eating the cake.
So, tell us about Roger's Fish Aquarium. You finally got it up and running.
I got it up and running, and I got 3 clownfish. We're eventually, I think, going to get a dory fish, which is a blue tang, like from the movie Finding Nemo.
Oh.
So we're going to have that, and then we're going to have, we already have 3 different anemones, and an anemone is like a live, it's something that sticks to the bottom of the ocean, basically, that usually lands on rocks, and then they have little tentacles that float. They'll eat like little shrimp brine and stuff.
So that's why we brought the shrimp brine today.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know what it was for, but
well, some of the fish will actually eat it too.
Okay, folks. I didn't know if it was something that we were going to be cooking today.
So we're gonna eat frozen fish brine.
Okay.
That'll be yummy.
I didn't realize that was a thing, so I was like, well, you know, Elsie's always into trying new things. Who knows?
So anyway, so I got 3 of those. These are called sea bays. We have one that is a condi, which is used to be the one that we would get the most of because it was the most readily available and the most affordable years ago. But now the condi cost is the same price as the sea bay anemones, and the sea bays are like a carpet anemone. They spread out over your rocks, and they look like they grow and grow and grow. They're huge. So we got 2 of those, and we got a box fish, which is called a cowfish. He has 2 little horns.
Oh,
They
cool.
give you lots of redneck entertainment. Really, truly.
Her cats were
They-
sitting over there on a little stool in front of it, watching, waiting.
Yeah, I was waiting for the cat to jump up on top of the aquarium and knock the glass top down into the tank, and the cat would end up in the water. But
That
so far
looks
that
good.
has not happened. So, but anyway, we truly love our saltwater aquariums. We've had them over the years. We've had, at one point, we had 5 100-gallon tanks. And as Mom can attest to, we had one with an eel in it that she used to have to feed live minnows to while we were not at home. And Mom got rather fond of that eel. I would never think Mom would be fond of an eel, but she liked that green eel.
So, when we come back, we're going to tell you about Taylor's chinchillas. Elsie's got the farm going on here.
And I have a stray dog that showed up that we're
Yeah.
taking in too.
And-
So
yeah,
we got a lot of animals now.
They fostered a stray dog that came, and he's very friendly. He's a lovely little fellow.
Yeah,
so.
he reminds me of my cousin Joyce's dog.
Yeah, Bubba.
Truly does. He reminds me of Bubba.
All right, we'll be back when we get ready to put the pecans in. We are ready to put in our pecans. We chop them up and then we put them in the oven at 300 for 8 minutes. So now it's ready to go into our cake mix. And I'm just going to gently fold this in. Look at that. That looks lovely. Look at that. All right.
This is going to be yummy.
Okay. So what we're going to do in a couple minutes before Mom, if she decides she's going back to the house because Morris just got home, we want to talk to Mom about a couple things with sweet potatoes and also with potatoes. His mother has a wealth of knowledge on this. So she grew up on a farm and so this has a cinnamony taste in it. It's also got allspice, so it's more like almost like a spice cake, basically.
With bananas and pineapples.
With bananas and pineapples.
Which is so good.
This is such a southern dessert. See, I told you Elsie knows how to divide them up better than me.
That comes from making pumpkin bread. Every holiday season I make about 50 loaves of pumpkin bread, banana bread, apple bread. I make them and sell them. I make them as gifts every year. And my pumpkin bread will make 3 loaves of bread, so I've learned how to do a count as I'm divvying up so that I evenly, and if you were to weigh these, which we've done that in the past, just from the way I measure, I'm right on. But that comes from years of making so many loaves of bread.
So we are going to put this in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes and let it bake. It's going to be a very moist cake if you see it.
And you got big chunks of banana there. That's what
Yes.
I'm excited about. The
Yummy.
banana and the pineapple.
So we'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, it's Debbie. So we are doing the cream cheese frosting to put on top of the Hummingbird cake. So you take 2 8 ounces of cream cheese, and we're going to put it in with butter, and we're going to whisk it until it's smooth. So I have the butter at room temperature, I have the cream cheese at room temperature, and then we're going to add in our other ingredients. This is a very rich cake. It's also a very southern dessert. It's not something that most northerners know about, so sorry guys, if you're a northerner, I apologize. And it's gonna have pecans also in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started. We're gonna gradually put in our 5 cups of sugar. And I'm gonna start it on slow for just a minute until we get it incorporated, then I'm gonna turn it up high. Because I don't wanna have a bunch of butter flying across the room. So I'm not using the Cuisinart today. As it's a little heavy to tote around, so Elsie and I decided we were going to just use the KitchenAid today because we have smaller batches of stuff. So shortly we're going to be using this also to put our sweet potatoes in here to cream up, and then we'll get it into the pie crust. But I'm going to be making buttermilk pie crust. So I'm going to be doing a video separate from the buttermilk pie because I've been having a lot of people request this video, and I know that it takes a little time to get to where it is in the video, so I figured I would just do it where you guys don't have to go sorting through the video to get it. So alright, so it looks like I've creamed it up pretty nicely. I'm actually going to slow it down a little bit here so I don't have it sloshing everywhere. I've got 5 cups of confectionery sugar. This is going to be a very thick icing. Already taking on a thicker texture. So in exactly 2 weeks we are going to be having our Heroes Dinner, which we are so excited about because we are excited to be able to share this with all the people who are in law enforcement, fire, emergency medicine, medical, people that are serving in the military, veterans. It is Veterans Weekend. So we're pretty excited about that. We are going to be taking actually to the 2 local hospitals here locally. One in Dublin, Georgia, and one in Eastman, Georgia. And I've already spoken with their emergency department managers, and we're going to be serving them their food. So we're going to take it to the emergency room and drop it off. I'm telling you, you guys do not know, seriously, how amazing this is for Elsie and I. We came from a military strong family. We came from a law enforcement family. We came from a medical family. There's more people in medicine in this family than there is anything else. And to have people out there on the front lines every day without any kind of thanks, without any kind of appreciation, and just do it because it's the right thing to do. We really, really, really appreciate you guys for making this dream come true, because we want people to be celebrated.
I'm Debbie.
with Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
We thank you for visiting our page.